The use of air assets has transformed the way UN peacekeepers perform risky operations in recent times. Meet the men and women keeping the people of Central African Republic safe from the air. As day breaks in Bangui, the capital of the Central African Republic, Staff Sergeant Langit and colleagues are engaging in their morning ritual before the day's activities get underway. From the cabin rooms, the peacekeepers walk out into a military parade ground for the morning roll call and briefing. Everyone here serves with the Senegalese attack helicopter unit, the contingent tasked by MINUSCA to provide air support to ground forces and protect the population. Staff Sergeant Halimatu is one of the female aeronautical technicians attached to the contingent. Together with the other officers, they assemble tools and take a short ride to the airport to begin the day's work. This repair crew probably handles one of the most critical jobs in the unit, that of keeping these expensive attack helicopters and individuals safe in the air. Today, they're working on the spinning propellers and fixing one of the blades.
I am very proud to serve my country and the world through the United Nations by helping other countries in need.
As the daily cycle of flight operations gets underway, the pilots assemble in the briefing room. They are engaged in operations planning for the day, and Captain El Haj Musa is leading the briefing. The briefing focuses on the overall update of security awareness and to distribute different tasks. In an environment with poor road infrastructure like in the Central African Republic, the effectiveness of these helicopters provide peacekeepers with mobility while gathering information that provide better intelligence for decision makers from locations difficult to access.
The objective of the operation comes from MINUSCA headquarters. The orders are communicated to the operation cell, and from there we prepare and execute the missions.
With the attack helicopters lined up at the helipad, the launch sequence commences. The choppers are towed for fueling, guns are loaded, and infrared cameras mounted for surveillance. After final inspections, the engine mechanics signal pilots to start the engines. Soon, the attack helicopter, or Mi-35, eases into the skies. The pilots begin monitoring situations on the ground. They look for strategic spots. They take reconnaissance photos and log topography with the latest aerial surveillance equipment. There are no maneuvers in the city. A strict routine is maintained as the pilots collect data and update their knowledge and experience within the radius of operations.
The Mi-35 attack helicopters perform various missions for MINUSCA. One of the important features is to help headquarters in the processes of decision-making, especially in areas where ground troops cannot access. We fill that gap as we have capabilities to fly anywhere. We go there and gather intelligence through FLIR, the forward-looking intelligence infrared range camera.
However, there are days when MINUSCA attack helicopters are tasked to conduct tactical offensive operations. In hotspots like Bambari, when threats to the community increased, the Senegalese pilots helped track armed groups operating in the area and quickly annihilated the militia fighters. Preemptively stopping attacks against civilians. And in Bukaranga, 300 miles north of Bangui, using aerial reconnaissance to survey a wide swath of terrain, the pilots track movements of militants and direct MINUSCA ground forces to take action. The ground troops would then move in to destroy critical targets and clear houses to ensure militants cannot re-establish bases or pose a threat to the community again.
In line with the rules of engagement, at first we always try to show off force, and the helicopters have done that very well. On regular basis, we have seen the population regain confidence and return to their homes. We also conduct joint operations with other MINUSCA forces, including transportation helicopter, in order to protect the population.
You risk losing your job, fines, and even repatriation and dismissal.
In line with the MINUSCA leadership directives, sexual exploitation and abuse, SEA, is a key issue, and the unit has to tackle the topic in a regular and open basis. The whole unit organizes regular debates to sensitize its personnel. These are some of the strict measures put in place to combat this problem that severely affected the credibility and the reputation of the mission in the past.
The importance of this briefing is to sensitize soldiers so that they can behave themselves accordingly while in a mission and represent Senegal to the highest standards. There are some courses we must do on a regular basis, like prevention of sexual and exploitation abuse and protection of civilians. We do this to maintain a high level of awareness.
Attack helicopters and other aircrafts for tactical operations as well as for personnel and logistical movements has been crucial to peacekeeping missions around the globe. From supporting political mediation and electoral processes to supporting the work of humanitarian actors. They are also the key enablers that give UN peacekeeping operations the mobility and agility needed to deter armed elements threatening the population. In Central African Republic, they are our eyes in the sky.